Welcome, and for this video, I'm going to show you how to complete your research and find resources through the library webpage. The first thing we want to do is go to the library webpage. At the top of any Louisiana or UL screen, you will see the word library. If you click on the word library, that will bring you to the library's homepage. You could also just type in library.louisiana.edu in the search bar, and it will bring you to this page as well. The first things that you will see is that we do have our hours. So the hours for the day will be posted. And if you did want to see other hours for the week or for the semester and things like that, you can click on hours and that would show you the rest of the hours. Also on this main page, we have the Ask Us Got Questions reference desk box. And that is for anyone, whether you're on campus or off campus, no matter where you are. If you have a question, we will answer it, and it is in real time. Anything that you have to ask us, whether it's school related or not, just type it into the chat box and we will answer it for you. If the chat box is not here, it will have it will show the email as well as the phone number in case you do need to reach us. But as long as the library is open during the open hours, this chat box should be available. So what you will see here is this main search box right here on the website. And that is kind of like the Google for the library. That will help you search about 90% of the materials and resources that we have. So what you would do is put in your search term or your keyword or whatever it is that you're looking for in that search box. And as you can see here, I put in the term music and I have over 20 million results. Now this here, music is the keyword, which means that we're looking for music anywhere within the resource, within the document, within the items that we have. If, for example, you knew the titles or the author, you can also just search specifically for the title or author that way as well. But for most people, it will search for keyword. And as you see here, music is my keyword, and I have 20 million results. Now, that is a lot of results, and it could be very daunting and look very complicated in terms of having to go through so many different results to find what you're looking for. But there are a few ways that you can help narrow down your search results and make this number a little bit more manageable. The first thing that we want to do is we have to think about, what are we writing about? Are we just writing about music? What specifically are we talking about with music? So for today, let us say that I'm talking about music education for infants. So if you see right under where it says keyword, you click on the word advanced search. This will help you place more keywords in your search field. So it's in terms of this box being like Google, it does search everything, but it's not as smart as Google because you cannot ask it a question or put in a statement and it gives you back answers. This box basically searches for the exact word that you're looking for. So you have to think about what's the most important words or keywords in your topic. So for today, I'm doing music education for infants. My keywords is besides music, I'm thinking about music and education. And as you see, we initially had 20 million results. Now we only have 300,000. This means that out of the 20 million results that had the word music in it, only 300,000 of them had the word music and the word education. This is looking for both words together in these resources. If it does not have both of these terms, it will not pull up. So again, we have 300,000. That's still a lot lower than 20 million, but we're not just talking about music education. I'm talking about music education with infants or with babies. So now we're down to 1,500 results, a lot better than 20 million. 1,500 results means that we have 1,500 resources that have all three words. It must have the word education, and it must have the word music, and it must have the word infants. So now we're down to 1,500. But another trick that you can do is, especially if you're doing something like a literature review or you're looking for something very specific, you have to realize that not everyone writes the same way. So one author may talk about music education with infants, and another author may talk about music education with babies. They're both talking about the same people or the same topic. They're just using different words. So it's all a matter of which words is the author saying, is that the words that you're going to put here. So don't be afraid to use a thesaurus. As you see, we have 1,462, about the same number as the other search result with infants, but they could be completely and entirely different from the first set of results because they are using two different keywords. So that's very important. So for example, we have a document. Let's keep track of what we're doing. Let's keep track of our research. So I have my keywords that I'm going to be using: music, education, and babies. And I use a thesaurus. And what else could I say besides music? An author might say songs, they might say sing or singing, they might talk about education, school, class, daycare. They may say babies, they may say infants, they may say toddlers. Just kind of write down a list of all the key words that relate to your topic that you think that you may be able to find some resources. And don't be afraid to mix it up. So again, we have music, education, babies. We might want to do music, education, infants, music, school, and babies, and just keep using different keywords and different combinations to find all of the results and all the resources that we have that match your topic. So now we have 1,462. Now there are a few things that we can do to also make this a little bit smaller. As you see here, if you go to source types on the left hand side and then click on show more, this actually shows you the types of resources that are in this list. So for example, we have news articles, there are academic journals, there's books, there's ebooks, there's trade publications, conference materials, and so forth. If we're looking for a specific type of source, we could just click on that specific type of source. So for example, I'm looking on conference materials. I can click conference materials, click update, and it would only list and show me those type of sources right there. So if you're looking for something specific, you could do that. But in general, you can do catalog only. If you're looking for a specific type of topic and you're looking for a book, you want a physical book, something that we have here in the library. As you can tell, or as you can see, these books will be in the library, and you can tell because they have a call number. They have a location. It shows you where where this book or this resource is located. So this book here is in Edith Garland Dupré Library. So it's in this library here. We do have other libraries, so that's why it does have a location. Oh, excuse me. And you can find out where this book is by the first letter of the call number. So, oh, excuse me, I keep clicking it. So this particular book, ML410, this book is, uh-oh, that book, ML410, the first letter M determines what floor that book will be on. If you go to the home page, if you scroll down under helpful links, you have library floor plan. And at the top, if you hover over above about us, hover over this. If you scroll down here, you'll see library floor plan. So the first letter of that book, M, tells you what floor the location is. So the first floor has H, J, K, and Z. And the second floor will have L, M, N, and so forth. So the book ML, it begins with M, is on the second floor. So this floor plan shows you which call letters are located on which floors, and it's just the first letter, just the M. That's all that matters, just the M. For this one here, it's be H, and this would be on the first floor, H. And that's if you wanted to find a physical book. But let's suppose we'll go back to our initial results: music, education, and babies. We have 1,462, and I want to find an article. So the first thing that you can do is click on full text. That will ensure that we actually have access to the full document or to the full resource that you're looking for. And now we're down, it took a couple down, 1,442. And then as you can see, you could just click on, for example, PDF full text, HTML full text, and it will bring you to the document. And we'll get to that in a second. But let's just suppose besides you needing an article, you're looking for a specific type of article. The requirement is that you have to use a peer-reviewed article, a scholarly peer-reviewed article. Back on the left-hand side under the Limit To feature, if you click on scholarly peer-reviewed, now we have only 283. That means 283 articles we have the full text for. It is a scholarly or peer-reviewed journal, and they all have the keywords music and education and babies. 283. This scholarly peer-reviewed button here is very important because that's one of the only ways that you would be able to actually make sure that the article fits that requirements. A journal or a title of an article will not tell you this is peer-reviewed. And Google Scholar, even though it says it's Google Scholar means academic. It does not mean a peer-reviewed journal. So the easiest way and to make sure that it definitely fits that requirement is just click on scholarly peer-reviewed. And that means all of these results now will fit the scholarly peer-review requirement for your paper. Another thing that you can do, 283, we're getting further and further closer to a more manageable number. We did full text, we did scholarly peer reviewed, and you can also change the publication date. For example, like nursing, they may have to use within 5 to 10 years for the articles due to relevancy and things like that. So if you have to change your publication date or it has to be published within a certain time frame, click on that, put your date in there, hit enter, and now everything in your list is published between 2010 and 2020. We're down to 193. So we started off with over 20 million results, and now we're down to 193 simply by adding more keywords, being more specific with what we're looking for, and also using the limit features. We're saying there has to be full text, it has to be peer reviewed, it has to be published within these dates, and these 193 resources or articles fit all of these requirements. So we have 193, and let's just say we want to make sure that we can always come back to this same search result. We want to update it. We're doing a long-term project, or we're not ready to look through the articles right now, but we want to make sure that we keep and make sure that we keep track of what we have searched for. Over here on the right-hand side towards the top, if you click share, you have a permalink. This permalink right here will bring you right back to this result. So what I would do is copy and paste this permalink into a document. So we go back to our document, our searches, we have music, we have education, and we have babies. Those are our keywords that we use. And I'm going to, again, copy this and then paste it into my document. And here's the permalink right here. So when I'm ready, whether it's tomorrow, 2 months, 3 months, a year from now, I can go directly back to this link and it will bring me back to the same search results or to the same search set that I had. The good thing is that everything stays the same. Your keywords stay the same. Your limit features all the way up into the publication date, these stay the same. The only thing that will change actually is the number of results that you have. And that's because this number updates. So in 2 months, you might have 300 results, 400 results, whatever it is, but it will update continually every time you come back and use that same link. So as you can see here, we have 193, and now we're ready to go through our articles and see what we have. And the easiest ones to notice is, oh, this says HTML full text. It says full text right here. This says PDF full text right here. Clicking on that link or on those links will bring you to the actual PDF full text of these articles or of these resources. Here's the 22-page article that we just clicked on. You can click on other articles within this current issue. And also, you can download, if you want to download the article to read offline, you can print this article. And there's another permalink. Use the permalink and save this permalink, and it will get you right back to this document right here. This is very important that we use the permalink always, whether it's for the whole search result or whether it's just for this one article or item. On the right hand side, again, it looks like a little chain link here. Use the permalink. If you use the website address and copy and paste that, it will give you an error message. It's a temporary address. So always make sure that you want to copy and save the permalink, meaning permanent link. So I'm going to copy this link to this document here, to this article, because I like this article. But if I have 5 articles, 10 articles, I don't want a whole list of articles and I don't know what these articles are for, which article is what. You just have a page of links. So you want to make sure that you actually know and keep track of which link goes to which article. We can just do the title if you want to just copy and paste the title. But again, on the right hand side, right above where the permanent link is looks like a little page, a little piece of paper. It's a cite button. If you click on the cite button, we have the citation for you in various formats. Scroll down to the citation that you need, whether it's APA, Chicago, MLA, whatever it is. Go to the citation. I can now copy and paste this citation with my permalink, and now I know that this permalink is for this particular book right here. And I can keep doing that with all the articles that I find. That way I can keep track of my articles. And if I need them, I can go back to them. I won't lose the information. I won't lose what I've already used, especially if you need it for your article and you forgot the citation or you forgot a quote. You can go directly back to it just by clicking on the link. It will bring you directly back to the same article that you were looking at. This is also important. Let me go back. This is also important, the permalink, because, for example, let's just say, well, this one here, I don't see PDF full text. I don't see HTML full text. How do I open this article? How do I view this article? No matter what resource it is, whether it's a book, an article, no matter what it is, you can click on the title of any resource and it will bring you to the resource record. It'll have the author, the title, all the information that you need to create your citation, and it will also have an abstract. An abstract is very helpful because you can read the abstract, a brief summary of the article, before reading the whole article. This brief summary will tell you if it relates to what you're talking about, is it worth even diving any further into the full article. But also it has a permalink and the citation and all those same options that we had when you're viewing the full document. It has the same thing when you click on the title for any record. And this is important because, for example, you have a question about this particular document, this particular resource. There's the permalink. Copy and paste this permalink. At the bottom of the page of any record, you have the Ask Us box. Send us a permalink. Ask us your question. You sending us the permalink, we can click on the permalink and we can see this exact record, see exactly what you're looking at. And then whatever question that you have, we can help answer it. So for example, if you ask, well, how do I view this record? It says you have the full text, I can't find it. We can say, well, if you look on the page towards the top where it says availability, click on that website address. That will send you to the actual article. Or maybe we'll just copy and paste and send you the link directly. But we'll know exactly what you're looking at, and that way we can better answer your question in a more quick and efficient manner. And that also helps for any question that you have. It says full text, you click on it, it doesn't work, or it says you have it. Do we have it? No matter what question that you have, just ask us in this in this chat box here, and we'll answer it for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, use the chat box, text us, email us. No matter what you need, we'll be here for you. Here are some ways. If you go to the main web page under Contact Us, you have Ask a Librarian. That will show you the different ways that you can contact us. The chat box, you can send us a text, you can visit us in person at the reference desk on the first floor, you can give us a call, you can send us an email. No matter which way that you want to do, just give us a call, text, chat, and we'll be there and answer your questions. Thank you.